In 2009, at 5 Brenda Road in Tooting Bec, South London, Anna Rea had a serious heart attack. Her daughter Rita moved in and became her principal carer. She was still there 7 years later, on the day her mother died. On the 7th of December 2015, in that house, Anna signed a new will. The 1986 one had split everything 4 ways between her children. This one gave the house to Rita, with £1,000 to each of her 3 sons and the residue shared equally.
And a clause explaining why. The argument that clause started ran 8 years and 5 judgments on one question: may a mother write down which of her children showed up?
Clause 11 is headed Declaration. It begins, I declare that my sons do not help with my care, and there has been numerous calls for help from me, but they are not engaging with any help or assistance. There is a grammar mistake in the middle of it.
It is the only line in the will anybody has read since. A woman of 84 putting down her reason in her own grammar because she thought somebody would ask. Her GP, Dr. Sajid Qayyum, gave evidence that she told him repeatedly, "This is my house. She has looked after me. My sons have their own homes and jobs. My daughter has nothing." Anna died on the 26th of July 2016, aged 85. Her sons went to court, and their case was not a stupid one.
Look at the shape, not the people. An 84-year-old woman living with a daughter who washes and feeds her tears up a will she made 29 years earlier and hands her the house. The person who benefits is the person who is always there. David, one of the brothers, gave evidence of 18 visits between April and November 2015 and of coming every day of the fortnight his mother spent in hospital. The trial judge still found that he and another brother had left the caring to Rita. Both are in the same judgment. In 2019, the court admitted Anna's will. In 2021, an appeal failed. In 2022, a second succeeded, not because coercion had been proved, but because the first judge had wrongly cut short the brothers' cross-examination of Rita, which the Court of Appeal held seriously prejudiced them. It was tried again in July 2023. Therefore, everything turned on what a court is allowed to infer. Courts are suspicious here for a reason. The carer holds the door, the phone, the pills, and the bank card. Every remaining relationship the ill person has runs through them. That is the position from which a will gets rewritten with no mark of violence on it. So the law leans hard the other way. In Montana, Everett Orr, Jazz to everyone, died in January 2001, age 79. Through his last months, 3 of his daughters nursed him. Beatrice claimed against the estate for 1,020 hours at $10 an hour. Donna claimed for 960. The estate refused. The district court refused. The Montana Supreme Court affirmed, quoting a legal encyclopedia first printed in 1921, "The law regards with suspicion and disfavor a claim against the estate of a dead person for personal services rendered by a relative, the presumption being that such services are intended to be gratuitous." Gratuitous, a gift. She had already been paid, in love. Donna sank it herself, honestly, under oath. She would have done it if he hadn't had any money. 5 daughters shared $7,000, a saddle, and a wood carving. 3 sons split about $140,000, house and land included. The estate found room for the saddle. On the 23rd of February 2024, 3 Court of Appeal judges, Newey, Arnold, and Moylan, allowed Rita's appeal without dissent. Newey wrote that the evidence was not capable of supporting a finding of undue influence and that there had been no direct evidence of coercion at all. Not outweighed, not enough to get there at all. The authority is from 1868. A testator may be led but not driven. Anna's 2015 will stands. Rita has the house. The same care that earns you the house is the evidence that you took it. That is the trap, and nobody built it on purpose. Rita won every question a court can ask. Her mother had capacity, knew and approved the will, and there was no calumny. And it still cost 8 years because the only witness who could settle it had been dead since 2016.
Rita Rea is not the extreme version of this. She is the ordinary one. In 2025, 63 million American adults were giving ongoing care, close to a quarter of all adults. 11.2 million are paid something for it. 1.9 million out of 59 million are paid for all of it. AARP puts the value of that work at $1.01 trillion a year, more than every level of American government spent on Medicaid in 2024. In Britain, carer's allowance is £86.45 a week, and you must be caring 35 hours to get it. Divide one by the other, £2.47 an hour, exactly. The minimum wage is £12.71. The government has never published it as an hourly figure, and when asked, answers that carer's allowance is not a wage, which is true and is the entire problem. A house on Brenda Road in Tooting Bec. A woman had a heart attack in it in 2009. Her daughter moved in to look after her and stayed until she died. Anna Rea wrote her reason down in the will itself, with the grammar mistakes still in it, and it took 5 judgments and 8 years to make that hold.
Almost nobody writes it down. It gets said once out loud in a room with one other person in it. What did somebody in your family say once that nobody